Hi guys, this is Jared, aka Mr. Cosplay. I'm currently submitting my video to the Rangers store, and I really want one of these helmets. I saw there were only 6 or 7 submissions, and I really want one of these helmets done by y'all. So here's some of the reasons why. My fandom really started back when I was 5 in 1993. I vividly remember coming home every single day and just watching the Power Rangers every single day. And even if I couldn't catch the episode, I would make sure that my mom had set our VHS timer and made sure that that episode was recorded, and it would go on just every single day reusing that tape and just making sure I did not miss an episode. I continued to watch it all throughout my preteen and teen years. I got a little bit lost in the college years because, let's face it, I was in college, but I did manage to catch up on the seasons that I missed, which was from about 2006 to about 2010. That included Mystic Force, Overdrive, Jungle Fury, and oh god, what else? God, I'm lost here. But anyway, my fandom really spans back. I've been a hardcore fan, and I'm actually instilling that in my son now, who is 1 year old. I actually just bought him a Red Ranger hoodie, and hoodie and onesie combo kind of thing, so he can basically look like his dad. I don't have my Ranger shirt around me here right now, but here's how good some of my fandom is. I've actually started cosplaying in the recent years, and my first cosplay didn't go that well. It was just to kind of get me in, feel the ropes. And my second cosplay, I really wanted to make sure it was the thing I wanted to be since I was 5 years old. And I always loved the Red Ranger. I loved the color red since I could remember, and I always wanted to be the Red Ranger. So fortunately, I got to be the Red Ranger last year. As you can see, here's my helmet right here. This is one of the helmets that I actually made myself. I sculpted it out of clay, and it took probably 2 months just looking up a reference. It was just um, when I was making it, I actually had to make that incision right there because, yeah, I looked off of very kind of messed up images, and I also didn't really have the skills at the time, but this was the best I could do. So, as you can see, I made it. This is actually cast fiberglass right here. It has been through hell. It looks like crap. It's got scratches all over it, but that's one of the reasons I really want to win a helmet from y'all. Currently, I'm actually making my own custom Ranger right here. This is, since I still wanted to stick with the color red and I wanted to do my own thing, I wanted to make this Red Ranger my own. I wanted to basically look like the Red Ranger had just been drugged to the depths of hell. So this is where this Ranger comes in. I really liked the Dino Thunder series in 2004. I thought that cast was great. I really enjoyed, but the Red Ranger, I always felt he needed something more. I felt he needed to be more of a badass, and that's where this Ranger comes in. This is the Red Hell Ranger that I'm going to be unveiling this year at Dragon Con. I can't not thank MMPR Helmets USA enough for this paint scheme. It is gorgeous, and they did an excellent job on it. Big shout out to Eric 101 for the kit. Before I actually sent it off to MMPR, I actually did all the body work myself, all the Bondo work, all of that stuff. I did that myself, but I needed help on the paint scheme. Um, I just wanted it professionally done. I wanted it to be absolutely perfect when I do unveil this at Dragon Con this year. Now, besides my fandom, y'all wanted to know why I love the Ranger Store. Well, there's a few reasons why. The Ranger Store has been really good to me, and it's been a great way for me to get these kind of props I do need for my cosplays. It's also given me a way to give back into my fandom and start collecting again. Some of the collectibles I've actually gotten off a Ranger Store since I am the Red Ranger. I've actually gotten these. I got this Red Ranger 20th anniversary with the shield. Oh, and speaking of which, I actually didn't even show you all this. I have this right next to me. I actually got the shield as well. This is my custom shield. It's made out of EVA, quarter-inch EVA foam and craft foam for the sides right here. This center piece right here is a complete Bondo cast piece, and this is all car paint that was airbrushed in off of a cast or off mast, excuse me, mast. And I was able to spray car paint right there. This is basically all cloth that's actually covering it, not like the leather that Anarchy uses or anything. But this is all a cast Bondo right there, and that's car paint as well right there. That was masked and then airbrushed in as well. Um, Even have the cuffs for it. My suit is actually in the closet right now. While I get it out. Anyway, back to the Ranger Store stuff. I got these off of it, and they are freaking amazing. Was also able to get this one. I don't know if you can see that too well. Lights being bad. But anyway, I got these, and I was also able to obtain the Legacy Morpher. Now, as you all know, the Legacy Morpher was better, and I still think I have a strong place in my heart for the original Morpher, but Legacy, I gotta say, it's so much better. And also, a very important piece of my cosplay I was able to get off the Ranger store. The original 1993 Power Blaster still actually works. I gotta thank the people who were able to get me this on the Ranger store. It still works. It's still in perfect condition, and I was very fortunate to find that on the Ranger store. So thank you guys once again for putting the Ranger store together, and me being able to find this stuff for my cosplay means a whole lot to me, and I cannot thank y'all enough for that. But anyway, it pretty much sums up again. My fandom has lasted so long. I mean, I've watched pretty much every season from Mighty Morphin all the way up to Super Mega Force right now. Probably my favorite season was Dino Thunder. Favorite recent season after the Mighty Morphin years was Dino Thunder. I'll actually go through them right now. Mighty Morphin, by far favorite season. Zeo, I'm gonna say that was really good. I really like how they kept some of the original cast in there. Turbo, I actually liked. Now I'll explain the reason why. Because it actually had some of the original casts on there, from Jason David Frank all the way up to not so recent cast, but still kind of recent. Catherine Sutherland was still in it. I really didn't like the little kid being in there, but that's just me. Power Rangers in Space, again, another great season. Andros, probably one of my favorite Red Rangers of all time. Let's see, we're going to go up to after the Saban years. We're going to go to the Disney years. We're going to go to Lost Galaxy. Their season was actually okay. Not one of my favorites, just because the helmet style. It really wasn't wasn't my favorite helmet style. I didn't really like the blocky kind of section helmets. Let's see. We're gonna go to Lightspeed Rescue next. Lightspeed Rescue. I get criticized a lot for liking this season, but I do like the way that all their helmets do look like individual kind of police signals and armed forces signals, sorta. The police one, especially the one with the Red Ranger, that was by far one of the most awesome. Let's see, we're gonna go to Time Force next. Time Force was actually, I have a special place for Time Force because I actually did get to meet some of the Time Force cast members. Quantum Ranger, his name's in my mind right now, but got to meet him at Lexington, I believe, a few years ago. Yeah, Lexington, and let's see. We're going to go on to Wild Force next. I loved the 10-year anniversary edition, Forever Red, by far. Probably, I'm not gonna say my favorite episode, but probably my top 3 was Forever Red. Let's see, we're gonna go to next 2003. We are gonna go to Ninja Storm. I didn't like the this was the first time they actually ever used a 3 Ranger combo for the Start Out Rangers, which I didn't originally like, and to this day I still kind of have a little bit of a problem with it. Them just starting with 3 Rangers instead of going with 5. But that's just me stuck in the Mighty Morphin years where they originally did have 5. Now, when they did Dino Thunder, however, I didn't really have a problem with this. Now, the reason why, because it kind of did remind me of that Mighty Morphin original, like, Dino Rangers kind of thing. So I really kind of connected with that a little bit more. Moving on to 2005, SPD. SPD, probably one of my favorite seasons. Doggy Kruger, the Shadow Ranger, being probably the next one I want to cosplay. Can't afford it from Anarchy right now, though. As we all know, Anarchy can be expensive. 2006, we are going to move on to Mystic Force. Mystic Force, Mystic Force. And then we're going to move on from Mystic Force. There's reasons for that, and I'll get into those later if y'all need to. But right now, I'm just Mystic Force. It was... I just can't do Mystic Force. That's just plain simple. Anyway, we're going to go on to Operation Overdrive. Operation Overdrive, I actually did like the 15-year anniversary. Was a very good episode. I really did enjoy that. I didn't really get more into the kind of sense of that, but when the Red Ranger actually did find out he was an android, that was actually one of my favorite moments of any of the Ranger seasons. That was actually like a kind of moment. Let's see. Moving on to 2008, which is Jungle Fury. No. Yeah. No. Yeah, 2008. That was Jungle Fury. I didn't really... I really did like this season. The one thing that threw me off, though, for this whole season was the suits. The suits, they do have a certain jungle feel, and they do look kind of jungle-esque. The one thing that throws me off every single time is the fact that they do not have a belt on their suits. And it really kind of throws me off that way. Now, moving on to RPM. RPM. I love... Man, the suits, it just, it looks so good. They were so good. Those suits, I to this day still want to be the Green Ranger. Z, you're the man. I just gotta say, you're the man. Now we're gonna move on to 2010 to 2011, which would be the Samurai. I really don't know how to feel about Samurai. Samurai was actually one of my favorites, or not really one of my favorites. It was kind of a mediocre season to me. I mean, it did have some of the original cast. I mean, but Bulk coming back was a really big deal to me, and Paul has been a great character all throughout the years. But it really didn't feel... It felt kind of mid-range to me. Now, Megaforce, obviously, or Super Samurai, excuse me, that was after Samurai. Didn't really get to watch much of that. I'm not gonna lie, did not really get to watch much of that, but from what I did see, it was a very well put together season and flowed, in my opinion, a little bit better than Samurai before that. Now we're gonna move on to Megaforce. Megaforce. It really did. I felt like this Megaforce has it's done a very good transition into telling the story, and going from point A to point B, especially in the transition from Megaforce to Super Megaforce. Um, uh, where is Knight? Where is the Knight? Where is the Knight? Is he coming back? That's the one question I want to know. But Super Mega Force has been by far a really good season. The fighting scenes and the throwbacks to all the Rangers, and even some of the original Super Sentai stuff that they put into the show, has been really good. Now, if that sums up pretty much all the Ranger seasons that I've watched, if I've missed any, I'm bad. I did a bad thing. But yeah, I really hope that can prove my fandom. I really hope that y'all know how much I appreciate everything that y'all do at the Ranger store, and I really hope that I can win this